Well, this is not the video I wished I was posting right now. So basically what's going on is the concrete company, they screwed up the schedule. They basically just kind of lost my reservation and didn't put it on a date. So we basically got pushed out 2 weeks. So we can't do the pour for the wall yet. That's going to be early next week because it's been a little while since I posted my last one. And took a little break. I needed one. And so in the meantime, we decided try to tackle as much of the exterior stuff as possible, being the septic tank, the well, electrical we're gonna have to hold off on because some of that goes under the driveway, and we need the trucks to be able to go over that, so can't do that now. But septic we can get done, and well, and that'll be septic especially. Like that's, you know, kind of, at least mentally, it's a big thing. I don't think it'll take any longer than the week, at least to get to the point where we can get an inspector here. Black flies are terrible right now. But yeah, so that's what's going on. So basically we had this big dirt pile, and the septic tank needs to go on the other side of the wall, you know, past where that ladder is. There's a little post you probably can't see. But that's where the tank's going to be, and this is all in the way. The septic truck is supposedly very large, very, very heavy. Because the septic tank is very, very large and heavy, and it's going to be concrete. So we got to get a road in place to get there. We got to excavate the hole for the tank, get some gravel in there, level it off, get it all to the right height, and then do trenching for all the lines. Ready for the septic tank to come on in. Got a nice road built. We got a hole over there with some gravel in it. Here's where the tank's going. Got that all leveled off. I'll probably come back and tweak a little bit later, but you can see it's you know, the ground's a bit sloped, so we're gonna have to build up a little bit on this side over here. So yeah, and then we'll have a bit of a bigger riser on this side, so it isn't quite such a big bump in the ground. The excavator just finished getting the trench in here for the water line coming from the well. So now that's all ready for me to get started on and drill. Supposed to be getting the pitless adapter later today, I think, in the mail, and then need to get a little pipe to just kind of put on it for the time being as a kind of a cap so no dirt or anything gets in it. But I think let me see, my piping, actually maybe I can actually start doing more than just that, because my piping, my 200 foot of piping, I'm using poly, whatever it's called. It's light, so you can deal with 200 feet of it by hand. Otherwise, you need special equipment. But that'll be going down into the well, and I guess I'll use PVC on the outside. I need 1.25 inches, and they don't carry that in stock at the Home Depot, so I gotta wait until it's at least a week. It's more than a week, I think, for it to get shipped here. So yeah, so that's, if I use PVC, I think they have that in stock. I could be wrong, but if they have it in stock, that would be good, because then I don't have to worry about, you know, having to wait for things to get ordered and whatnot. Just had the septic delivered, septic tank, and it is in there, ready to go. Hole's actually a little lower than I expected it to be, which I'm happy about, because that means we have enough slope for sure, and not too much slope, according to the guy that designed it. And I got all my tubing over here. This is Advantage Envirotech, I think is the name. So we can start kind of preparing this area. After that's backfilled, and we're gonna kind of take all this and put it somewhere, because we don't want to basically have runoff and whatnot. I'll probably get a silt fence, but anyway, bunch of stuff happening right now. Guys are down there setting up an electric pole as well for our electricity. So right now it's chaos. They weren't supposed to be here today. They were supposed to be here a couple days ago, and something happened. They couldn't come. So yeah, I gotta go deal with things. And I just pulled out this top here so I could kind of get inside to push out one of the baffles, and found all this in here. This is what I wasn't expecting. I'm guessing that's a pipe that helps. Oh, you can't see. There's a pipe hanging from this. I'm guessing that goes out the side so we can get the rest of the sewer attached. Yeah, that's Okay, so now the chaos of the morning is completed. Everybody's left. I have a chance to breathe. Great that we got all that work done, but yeah, kind of wore me out. So I got the pipe coming through for the water line going from the well to the house. Just kind of laid in here, and I'm about to work on getting this drilled. I popped the well off and just kind of moved it over to the side, because there's a pipe in there, which you're probably not going to be able to see because it's too dark. But I want to make sure that's as far away as possible from the side. I'm going to be drilling to make sure I don't puncture it or anything. So now that I got that there, I just got to mark my spot and start drilling, and I got to make sure I don't push too hard so I don't bust through and damage that other pipe. I find that the key with doing metal cutting like this is just patience. You want the blade to move slow and, you know, press hard most of the time, but in this case I'm being pretty light, and I'm okay, you know, with it taking a while, because I see these little chips coming off and I see them flying off, so I know progress is being made even though it seems like nothing's happening. I mean, obviously to you guys it looks like something's happening because, you know, that's there, but when you're sitting here for a while it doesn't quite seem like it. Alrighty, well, we got the hole. See if I can get that to actually see in there. Yeah, I can see. There we go. Did not damage that other pipe, which is great. So there's a piece of dirt or grass on it or something. That's fine. And we got our little piece of metal. It's still attached. Granted, there's a ton of filings that went in there, I'm sure, but last time we did this, just made the water taste a little irony. That's no problem. Well, this happened. And if you know anything about pitless adapters, you're probably laughing right now. So normally that comes up after you've attached your adapter and, you know, everything's all screwed in and good and all that. For me, it happened while I was trying to put it in. I'm trying to hold this darn thing up and, you know, squeeze the thing in there past the other pipe, and it was just too much to manage by myself, and I'm like trying to like twist it and get it in there, and the bottom just slides off. That's how it's designed to work. Normally it's not an issue because it's a, you know, good friction lock in there, but it just bloop down the drain. Now if I lift this up, it seems to potentially be resting on top of the pump, so I'm gonna have to try to take this out and see if I can retrieve it. I already ordered the replacement pitless adapter, but I can just cancel that order if I can get this back. If not, and I gotta wait a week in order to finish this project. So I think in the last clip I was talking about that thing falling down the well, the pitless adapter. Yeah, that's gone. We tried fishing it out, seeing if it maybe landed on the on the pump cylinder for the manual pump, and nope. So had to order a new one. Today's Friday. It'll arrive on Wednesday, so I can't really complete this until then, but I can keep working on it. So you can see behind me there, I got two lines. One's water line, which is just sort of floating free around here, and the other one is electric. So I've been basically working on getting this conduit laid and getting the wire through. I tried doing it the right way, like fishing it through with a pole line, kind of practice for the real deal when I gotta do the electric lines for the house, and it was kind of a pain in the butt. You know, my method of taping it didn't really work under high pressure, so kind of abandoning that. But I realized I need like a piece of metal to shove through so I can grab the string and pull it through. Anyway, in like short sections. But yeah, so we're just gonna keep going on this. And you can see, obviously, I got this going down there, and it's just 1/2-inch PVC, but it's thin enough that it's super bendy. It can get all around these curves, no problem. And then this is what I'm using to attach it to the well casing. You can see it's kind of angled, so it'll butt up against the side of the well casing. And I'm using this instead of one that goes through the top, because this needs to come off on occasion for maintenance, depending on how much you use it and whatnot. So we want to make sure that, you know, it's not going to basically interfere with the house well, and we can just do it independently. So this will be right there. And I got this piece here, which expands, and we'll plop this. I'm going to do it this way so that the crack seam is facing the right way. But I'll plop this on, attach it to the bottom of that other piece I had showing a second ago, and then I will this will connect to the pipe that's kind of coming up from the ground. And then I got a nice little somewhere around here. I don't know where. I got a little 90-degree sweep that helped me kind of have the wires go through. This is going very smoothly, so I should be able to get this done, no problem, in a few more minutes. There we go from the sweep. Got that all connected. And we got a little wire poking out. Still don't have the hole because the bit that goes into the hole saw doesn't fit the hole saw that I got. It's always something with these things. I always feel like the tinier parts of these projects take forever because I end up having to go to, you know, Home Depot or something 3 times for one little piece. But anyway, that's pretty much that. I think the next major thing that's going to happen is the pour. So I think I'll just end the video here. I'll, you know, drill that in and stick it in, and it'll be fine. Nothing bad will happen. I won't drop anything in because it's all right there at the top. So, you know, very low chance of that happening. So yeah, I think that's all. I'll see you later.